Everyone, and merry Saturday to you. It's the middle of March Madness. We've made it through round one and we're into round two, so it's time to put the glasses on. Guess what? I've done work on the AI, the artificial intelligence bracket, and I have done a ton of work with it. And this download is available for you to just click and download and play with yourself. And I'll show you how it works. Basically, what it's doing now is I have all the round one results in here, and I color coded them based on whether or not the team that the AI bracket predicted based on this distribution of different stats. How much do you care about wins? How much do you care about offensive ranking? How much do you care about points per game? Margin of victory, strength of schedule, all these percentages in here that you can type in here. They all total up to 100, hopefully. And this is going to tell you how many of the round one picks you would have won with this formula and how many you would have lost. I was unable to adjust any of these numbers and get them to come up with 32-0 and no losses. Couldn't do it. This is the best I was able to do, 25-7. You might be able to do better because there are infinite combinations of these percentages. And the way I kind of went about messing with them is by looking at the stats of all the teams here and figuring out where they differ in the matchups and then trying to plug a percentage in here that made it work. So it's really cool because this 25-7 is the best, but what if you want to change this around? Watch what happens. Say you care about win percentage a lot, you don't care about offensive rating, and now all of a sudden it went to 22-10. You lost some wins, and the teams turned to red when it changed. See, VCU is favored when you mess it around a little more, as opposed to Central Florida that's favored with this distribution. So it's super cool, and also it picks the round two games going forward, but it doesn't if it didn't pick the winner in round one. So, for example, you'd have to look at the percentages. Like you have a Virginia Tech Liberty game, that's actually a 42% team versus a 75%, so we think Virginia Tech's going to win, but it's doing a Virginia Tech to Mississippi comparison in the file. Couldn't get Louisville to beat Minnesota, thinks Michigan would beat Minnesota anyway. Couldn't get Baylor to beat Syracuse, although it's sort of close. Couldn't get Murray State to beat Marquette. So here it does think Florida State will beat Murray State. It does think Gonzaga will beat Baylor. Got all the other games right. I think Maryland just lost. This game just happened. Maryland did just lose to Louisiana State, so it got this right already. And the way I'm going to update that is I'm going to add a conditional formatting formula here. Text that contains Louisiana State is going to be green. So now you have one in the round two that works as well under this formula. So yeah, it's really awesome, and I'd be interested if someone can get better than 25-7, because that would be awesome, and I'd like to know how you did it. And hopefully this will play itself into next year, and also estimating games going forward if this logic holds and these percentages actually mean something. So that's the update for Saturday. May everybody's picks be crushing it. Let's see if we can continue on and grow this thing out. All right, so just change your percentages right here, download the file, and have some fun.